Welcome back to the PWC channel for this week's recording. It is a recording of our Blackthorn Division of the match between Riptide and Mimico. So both these guys are newcomers to the PWC in Season 10, and I think for both of these guys it's also the debut on our channel. So that's exciting in itself. And yeah, both of these coaches have skipped the line right to Division 2. For Riptide, that was because we knew him from Sully's BTL, where he has been competing for quite some time. And for Mimico, he just made a good impression in his application. He's got a nice YouTube channel where he produces really good content, and he seems to be a solid player as well. So we decided to put him straight into Division 2. And so far, both these coaches have definitely justified this ranking. So for Riptide, he went unbeaten in all of the first 3 weeks and just took his first loss last week in his match against Venum. So he's at 3-1 now. And Mimico has been doing just fine. He's been winning, losing, stands as at 2-2 now, and yeah, is looking to make it 3-2 today. So looking at the matchup, we got the signature for Riptide, which is a Delphox, a mon that I personally hate. And for Mimico, it's probably the Mega, one of the scariest signatures you can get. So that's going to be a major threat to Riptide. Riptide has a really interesting team. I love that he's got this Patcher-Runt, so that makes him one of my favorite teams. He also got Ursaluna, Blood Moon, Screamtail, two very interesting mons. Just an interesting team in general. Screamtail and Goodra is going to be super hard and annoying to break for pretty much any team. And yeah, I think Assault Vest Goodra is probably one of the few things that can even take Tinted Lens Mega hits. But yeah, we're going to find that out soon enough. Oh, the guys are waiting for me for some reason. I'm not logged in. So yeah, hopefully I didn't hold them up too long. So yeah, on the other hand, we've got this pairing, defensive pairing for Mimico, Tapu Fini, Umbreon. That's also a really good pairing, just typing wise, and also Umbreon obviously wishing up the Tapu Fini. So this might potentially be a longer match, just seeing these bulky cores. That might take some time. And also interesting, the Patcher-Runt versus a Fini team. That's really interesting to me. Like you would expect, or you would think that Fini kind of invalidates its main gimmick, but we will see. All right, out comes Staraptor. Staraptor has been huge for Riptide so far. He's been doing a lot of work with it. And yeah, it's scarfed as it usually is. You turning out of this Leader Self. Leader Self, obviously you would expect Stealth Rocks to be put up here, I suppose. But we're gonna find out soon what it wants to do. Goes into Screamtail, makes a lot of sense. And we do see the rocks indeed. All right, yeah, this is Self, being Leader Self, it probably has Taunt as well, so you shouldn't be too surprised to see a Taunt here, preventing Riptide from setting up his own Stealth Rocks. Oh no, it's Endeavor instead, also interesting. All right, it's not Taunt, it's Endeavor, so yeah, that's gonna be huge because, oh, and it kills too. All right, that's gonna be huge because the Goodra just lost its wish support, so that means that it can't take too many more hits of this Mega. And also the rocks being up and him not having removal is going to be so annoying for this Staraptor. Like Staraptor has longevity problems as is. And yeah, obviously it can now only switch in so many more times. And Brave Bird is going to be even more annoying than it usually is. But speaking of Brave Bird, that's a major threat to this team. He doesn't have a single resist on his team, so that's gonna be huge. Goes out to the Goodra, just preventing Mega from coming in, which is cool. I think this is kind of clever, setting up the rocks, because now either he's not choice backs Tinted Lens, or he will take half upon entry, which is cool for Riptide. And also the only defogger, potential defogger that is left, apart from if we disregard Scarf Staraptor for now, would be the Tapu Fini. And since both guys have lost their Rockers, obviously that would mean he would lose the rocks to Annoy Staraptor as well. So that's really something to think about. Obviously now you would expect the Sneasler to come in, but it doesn't. All right, interesting. Goes into Fini instead. Huh. Does he want to defog this? I guess it would make sense. Oh no, it whirlpools instead. All right. Oh, this is a Salt Vest, isn't it? He missed the whirlpool, which is annoying. Riptide says sorry in the chat. But I think this damage, 24%, that's nothing on a T-Bolt. So I think this is a Salt Vest. We also don't see lefties, of course. So yeah, I think he might want to go into Pecherant here. Just because the Gudra is so important to take a hit from Yanmega. But yeah, it looks like this Ursaluna is also potentially a really big threat. That would also be a reason to run Assault Vest Tapu Fini here. To be able to take a Blood Moon from Ursaluna, because I don't think Umbreon can really deal with Ursaluna, because it just Calm Minds in its face, and eventually not even Umbreon is going to be able to take a hit anymore. So yeah, it's an interesting match. I can't really tell who's got the advantage here, because like Staraptor and Ursaluna are big threats to this team, but also Sneasler and Yanmega are big threats to the other team as well. So that's interesting. All right, he chooses to basically sack the Staraptor here for one last Brave Bird. That means that, yeah, obviously it's not going to be a big threat anymore. But something is gonna, not necessarily gonna die, but definitely take a huge hit here. So either the Umbreon or the Escavalier is gonna be low. And I think the thingy would just die here. All right, chooses to let Umbreon take the hit. Yeah, and obviously now it's pretty low. But yeah, Umbreon looks so annoying to this team now. Not really to the Pecherant, funnily enough, because Pecherant could set up on it if it wants to. And Pecherant, man, Pecherant is amazing against Sneasler, I just noticed. So Sneasler might not even be the biggest threat here. Goes into Delphox, and he's not boots on it as well. These rocks are a huge factor for Mimico right now. Interesting. So he's probably going to be like Terra Fairy or something, I would guess. Or even Terra Fighting, who knows? But yeah, this is going to be AV Fini. And obviously with Wish support, that's a huge threat. Because honestly, him going into Delphox, I don't know how he wants to prevent the Wish pass to Fini now. Because there, even if he like... Yeah, he is Terra Fairy indeed. All right. Goes for Snarl. What the hell? All right. Okay. Okay. He's now locked into Snarl. That's annoying, I guess. But yeah, interesting set there. Leftovers now, but was choice specs and is Terra Fairy. Yeah. Goes for Overheat now as well. Okay. Interesting. Out comes the Fini. All right. AV Fini. Honestly, I think that's not the worst thing in the world, because I don't know. Pecherant looks like it's going to be such a big threat here. The only thing dealing with it right now is this Yanmega. As soon as this Yanmega goes down, Pecherant just wins this game. So love to see it being the win con here for Riptide. And then again for Mimico, as long as Petrarant is around, I don't see Sneasy being a huge factor here. But this Yanmega obviously is huge right now. Goes into Ursaluna. All right, interesting. As he goes into Sneasler, all right, that's interesting. I think this thing is so fat it can probably take a close combat. So interesting choice right there. Now lost its item, but it doesn't really matter because it's gonna outspeed the team anyway. Because nothing is really that fast. He goes into Petrarant. All right, let's. Oh, he goes for Sword Stance. Yeah, I was gonna say I would just click Earth Power there, but because first of all I think it lives a close combat, and secondly, the only way this gets even remotely threatening is if it sets up, and I think now it just sweeps. So that's a classic thing of why would you do that? Yeah, should have just Earth Powered, but. Because I don't think this thing can knock it out in one hit. And it's gonna get probably like, it has like throat chop or something, I would guess. So it's gonna get two-shotted here in all likelihood. Oh no, it sword stances again. Interesting. Oh, this does nothing. All right, yeah, that's GG. That is GG, definitely. There's nothing he can do. Does this get any inaccurate moves? Or does it not have anything to hit this? Yeah, it does have Shadow Claw, all right. So yeah, that's GG. Yeah, he should have just Earth Powered when he had the chance. But that's how you pay for it, and that's gonna be GG for Mimico here. The Sneaser of all things, breaking through the team. Definitely avoidable for our boy Riptide here, but yeah, I mean, that just happens from time to time. And yeah, great to see Sneasler doing some work, and that means that Mimico will move up to 3-2, and that also means that Riptide is also now at 3-2, so both these guys are fairly firmly in the playoffs race. That's going to be interesting. It's a shame we never saw the Yanmega. I wonder if it was heavy-duty boots, but probably not. That would have been interesting to see. Yeah, the Stealth Rocks have been huge. Shame that Petrarant was unable to do anything. Could have been a big factor here. But yeah. All right. GG, guys. It was fun to watch, and see you in the next one.